Imagine. Imagine if somebody couldn't be bothered to send this video to you. Can't be bothered. Don't care. Leave it for somebody else. Or maybe, how about, don't believe. I don't believe it'll make a difference. I'm Ray of Sunshine. Glad that you're here with me today. I'd like to read you this verse. Imagine all the people living life in peace. I'm going to read that one again. Imagine all the people living life in peace. It's a big one. You may say, I'm a dreamer. But I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Because you are too. That's how you've created the you that you've created. Hey, see this guy here? See the resemblance? I usually smile more than this one does. So maybe a little harder to notice, but watch. Watch when I take the smile off, which is not all that easy to do, but I will, and you're going to see. Check this out. Watch. Identical. Identical twins, right? I know I'm not the only dreamer, because I know you're one too. And what we're here to talk about is having bigger dreams. That's how we've advanced our entire civilization. Big dreams onto bigger dreams, onto big dreams, onto bigger dreams, and creating it. Let me show you the resemblance on this guy right here. The only difference is the cap. You see, I have the point for it. The cap is missing, but other than that, identical twins. Now this one, this fella here, was given to me by my husband Sid many years ago before he passed away. And you know, I have a story about this in one of my previous videos. This is a magnet that goes on the fridge. He gave this to me one day. He used to give me things all the time, which has been, the way he treated me has been an inspiration for me when I'm thinking about when I was going through this stage, and sometimes do go through the stage of loving me. And I learned from him, from the way he treated me, how, when I say, if I was my own best friend, how would I treat myself? I would think of, how did Sid treat me? Anyway, I have lots of stories about Sid in all of my previous videos, and those are all there for a reason. So you need to go check those out one of these days, because within a few seconds you're going to see why, no matter which one you go back to, no matter how you find them. I know there's a way to do it, to get over to like a page or a playlist or something like that, right? And there's different ways for you to pick out what video you might want to look at. There's some that are just a half a minute long, some, all different ones. So a lot of the way older ones are 20, 25 minutes long. None of them are real long, but they all show a progression. So anyway, you'll see immediately what I mean when you get over there. But so I have a lot of stories about Sid over there, and he gave me this one day as a gift. He just came home and said, I think it looks like you. I said, oh, you do? He said, yeah. And then I checked it out, and he's right. Twins. So anyway, I have lots of stories about Sid. Sid used to talk to dead people. And so no matter where we were in the world, and I say we because Sid and I, we were like this together all the time. And so he had developed this routine of speaking to dead people often, and I didn't want to miss one of those episodes because those were always inspiring for me. Because when he would channel these people from the other side, one of the big messages that he got was a message of peace and a message of love. And many of them would say things to their loved ones like, "Don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm at peace." Those kind of messages that we got often. So Sid, when he was here, was talking to dead people on the other side. Now he is one, and he's over here too. So just in a different way. And I find that, because I've always thought about this for a long time, about being, what's the difference between being on the other side and being on this side? Had to be a reason. Had to be a reason why we would want to be here. So and that's a lot of what this program is about, because that's our destination. That's our goal, to be happy, because you can't have too much happy. So I show that whole progression. This whole video program is a metaphor for our lives and emerging and evolving. The first 4 letters of evolve, by the way, I love, spelled backwards. Anyway, let me tell you about. Well, I'm not going to tell you about Sid. There's plenty of stories about Sid in a lot of those previous videos, and you'll stumble across some one way or the other. But imagine if somebody couldn't be bothered sending this video to you on a silver platter, I might add. How would that make you feel? Not too important. The purpose of my program is to illustrate and encourage us, illustrate the progression from the darker old world energies to the brighter, lighter new world energies that we're entering into. And we're moving there at an incredible rate. And the important thing, my message is to realize that we're all an important part of that. Just like, I don't know if you ever made a puzzle, but you're familiar with what a puzzle is. And whether it's a 10-piece puzzle or a 1,000-piece puzzle, whatever it is, if you assemble the whole thing and there's a piece missing, it kind of loses its kick, right? I mean, it just kind of flattens out the whole experience. To me, I think. I mean, it was still probably a good experience, especially if it was a 1,000-piece puzzle. But you get to the end, there's a piece missing, and that's the same exact system that we have going on in our society here, and everyone is a piece of the puzzle. And if there's a piece missing, then it's just not the same. So I'm here to talk about those kind of concepts as well. So imagine all the people living life in peace. That's exactly what the New World Energy is all about, and that's why I'm encouraging people to do something different and discover something different, which I talk about a lot in a lot of interesting ways. I repeat myself a lot in all of my videos, but kind of all in different ways, because there's all different rays of sunshine over there, and that's what I want you to see, because this is a metaphor for your life, and this is a metaphor for our progression as a society, as a civilization. Going from the 3rd dimension to the 5th dimension is one of the concepts, one of the ways of looking at it. And so, on the other side, I've often thought of that as like where Sid is at, as the 5th dimension. And where we are, like right now, for many of us, and what we've been familiar with for a very long time, is what's referred to as the 3rd dimension. So, in our efforts to elevate ourselves and in our efforts to evolve, the direction we're going is up. And that's what my program is all about. It's also about, there's no such thing as too much happy. There's no such thing as too much happy. So contribute toward it. Either way, share this video so we can get more people off the fence. It's also about It's playtime. Create you. It's also about look for the divine, and you'll find it. Hope to see you again soon. Peace, love, light. I just got dressed to go for a walk, but I decided to stop back here for a second on my way out to tell you about this character right here. Because this is what we all have in common. That spark we have inside of each of us is what will bring us together to light the world. This is what we all have a spark of, the light. And so that's why you're here, that's why I'm here, and our goal is to bring others along. Share this video to get others off the fence, maybe to get you off the fence. And if that's why you're here, stick with me. I'll get you off the fence one way or the other.